Okay, it's time to make Reginald. Real quick, like. Anybody here striking me as Reginald-ish? If I remember correctly, you can't really make a weird little freak in this one. Which is unfortunate. That guy's kind of got some Cal Kestis vibes, just the wrong color hair, doesn't he? I wouldn't feel bad if I say any of these people do have Reginald Dour vibes, because Reginald Dour does look like a little freak. All these people seem like kind of normal, which is fine. Maybe you have Reginald does have very kind eyes, and I think that's important for him. Who's got the... We need some kind eyes here, just to begin with. I know I can change them later. But the kind eyes basis... I mean, he's got some kind of kind eyes. You make those a little bit more expressive, that might do. That might do. Reginald's... He's definitely on the thinner side of things. We'll go... Can go dead middle. You know, just your average Joe. Your average guy. What do you think? Do you think Reginald walks with some pizzazz? Does he have some style, or does he just kind of walk default? It's got some swagger to it. This one's more in the hips. I think Reginald's a hip man. I don't mean that as a pun, but take it as you will. He's very pasty. Okay. He definitely, if I recall... Now, the thing is, though, it's the top of his head that's very grown. Yeah, that's definitely a Reginald head right there, if I've ever seen one. Hair. Can I... There we go. If Reginald knows one thing, it's hair. It's definitely got a poof about it, Reginald's hair. I know this much. There's some poofing. God, that forehead is just very large. In a good way. I mean, that is just something special. With that forehead combined. It kind of looks like he's like got his hair up on like a point in the center of his head, you know? You know, like in a cartoon when someone, like, you know, if Tom bangs his head on something and then he has like a 1-inch wide, 5-inch tall bruise, like swelling on his head, that's what it looks like this is on top of. It's definitely like a hairpiece. I'm thinking around where we started, there was something that just felt fairly Reginald. I mean, this is pretty Reginald, this one even. He looks like a child. But Reginald... These are the early adventures of Reginald. It would track. Do we think Reginald dyed his hair as a child? This isn't behavior that would shock me from Reginald. You know? I could see Reginald doing a hair dye. But he just looks weird without just straight black hair, I think. This is special. This is definitely a fake mustache and fake beard. If you saw this person walking up to you in real life, there's not a chance you would think this is a real mustache and beard. That thought wouldn't even cross your mind. He's not feeling like a face. that is something though. This is that. That though is just something vaguely unsettling about that. There. You know, something that's throwing me off right to begin with here. Plug my headphones in. He gave me the beep boop. Is the eye color. He needs his baby blues, or he doesn't feel like Reginald. Is that really the bluest we can get? What the hell was that? Okay, I guess that's the bluest we're going. Okay, we can't disturb the kind eyes here. I'm digging the closer. We're getting a little bit of a Dudley vibe here now, you know? We're stepping into Dudley territory. That's definitely... We got, you know what? I just have to see it again now. Also, how's it going, MS? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a nice weekend. Where the hell was it facial hair? I wish we would need the curve, you know, at the edges. That would be... These eyes are really something. I can't quit seeing Dudley now. Oh, the bigger, yes. Yes. I wish they could protrude so much more. But the thing with Reginald is he has to walk the line of definitely looking like a weird little freak, but also like a lovable weird little freak, you know? Like, you would never call him a weird little freak to his face because you love Reginald. You look at him immediately and you know the kind of guy Reginald is. And it's an okay guy. Definitely some very bushy brows. Those aren't too bad. It's not too far from the truth. Is he permanently surprised, do you think? Now that seems concerned. He's not concerned, I wouldn't say, so much as just wondrous, I think, you know? He looks at the world, the universe, with wonder. We gotta match the hair with this, otherwise it's just feeling off. The vibes are off, otherwise. Can we make this even bigger? Oh my god, we can. I have to see. That looks way too normal. I'm definitely thinking that one. Without a doubt. We're stepping into leader territory a little bit, and we don't want to get too close to that, but I think once we've got the lower part of the face in shape. The thing with Reginald is he's got a beak of a nose. His nose, much like mine, is much larger than really use would dictate. But like in a pointed hawk-like fashion. I wouldn't call it wide. And the tip's definitely not up. You're plugged in, headphones. Quit beep booping me. You're plugged in. You should be charging. No. Is he going up, or we've stepped into Malfoy territory? Down is fine. His mouth is too high now. I've got to fix the mouth before I can really figure out the nose. See, I don't think we can fully fix this now. The nose is too far down. The mouth is too close to the nose, and it doesn't look right. It don't look right. We can still go beak-like with a high one. See, here he looks more childlike, right? I think. That's how I feel about it, at least. Nope, definitely narrow. What's happening here? The upper part. See, he looks a little bit... No, I think middle ground there is correct. That's correct. Ears. You know, I've not really thought too much about Reginald. You know what? Reginald's ears definitely... His ears go out. And I think they've got to be very low. They got to be lower than you would expect. Than you would find in your normal ear placement. I'm not too fussed either way, really. That wide as they come. I'll have to show you a picture, MS, of Reginald and Elden Ring. Elden Ring definitely did allow me to make a true freak. And at heart, Reginald is. In 76 as well, Fallout 76, I've made a freak. I'm thinking narrow there. Thinking once again narrow. It's gotta feel like his head's top heavy, you know? Like if he tilted his head in the wrong direction, he might keep moving that way and be unable to stop. See, there he kind of looks like he's wincing a little bit, you know? That's fine. He does look a little bored now. He's lost a little bit of the wonder. And I wonder how to fix this. I wonder... I wonder, even. He looked almost bored. You can't be looking bored. Isn't it so strange when you just move eyes up and down? It suddenly looks like you're adjusting a robot. Like it breaks your whole brain. Like I don't know how it works. Definitely gonna go with that again. If I could just tilt them a little bit, I'd be a much happier man. But I don't think that's in the cards. It's okay. It's okay. You live with what you got. You live with what you got. The mouth could do a lot to fix it. See, right there, that seems like, you know, two white dudes pass each other in a hallway. That's the face you make. You nod. You kind of... You purse your lips a little bit, and you give a nod, and you go on with your day. You mean them the best. This looks like he's in on a joke a little bit, you know. I don't hate that. I really don't. It's feeling a little bit Reginald-ish. How down does it go? Not too terribly. You think of a lopsided mouth? I think in a little bit off, so that you wonder if his mouth isn't quite even, but not so much that you're sure of it. How small can you make that thing? That's fine, I guess. I'd rather make it a problem, like for eating, but like without a doubt, this one accentuates the nose more. I'm just curious, real quick. Now that we've got a more Reginald face, it's not finished, but it's a closer to the finished product of Reginald's face. Oh boy. That's not bad. I mean, that's pretty Reginald. It's like the Timothy Chalamet, almost. He has something close to this in Elden Ring, but that's a later stage Reginald. We've got a younger Reginald at our hands here. Because of the tinkering with the forehead here, if that was special before, it's outdone itself now. Whew. Could do the old Farquad. We won't, but we could. I think what we were on was the play. Though I don't hate that. He's got to look... He can't look too, like, nerdy, you know? He's got to look like he's got some kind of style going for him. Oh my god, the smile. I was not ready for the smile. Oh dear. Oh Lord, Reginald. Those are coming through his lip at a real click. Just curious. He's got pearly. He takes care of his teeth. If nothing else, Reginald is certainly hygienic. God, this smile. This has to. I don't know how to take a screenshot on my Xbox. Is that the button? I don't know. We'll see. I could just screenshot the stream, I guess. I can go back. Like, it makes me uncomfortable, but I can tell it's a genuine, kind smile coming from him, you know? And I think that's definitely the line that Reginald treads. Whatever the weakest jaw is the jaw. Yeah. Definitely that one. If his chin could end in a point, I would be happy. I think that's as close as we're getting. And that's still okay. There's a point there. Oh, I'm liking that one. That one's more youthful, though. Some of these have some folds that Reginald would have later on in his life, but not quite yet. I think that one's the play. If we could adjust it a little... No, definitely down. Uh-huh. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, we can't have that. We can't have it artifacting through. Although, I'm curious now. Yeah, that does accentuate it. Oh, my lord. We've done something against the laws of God and man. We do that, and we just far enough. Now, is he going to artifact when he smiles? Still, he is. That's unfortunate. And he didn't hurt me. Reginald's a very kind soul. It's just that the thing with Reginald is he works his way in, like, slowly. You know, you look at him at first, you're like, Jesus Christ, what happened to you? But the more you learn of Reginald, the more you see of him, he becomes near and dear to your heart. It's an art piece, really. So we're gonna have to go even further a little bit, just so that he can smile. I can live with that. I wish it was a little bit more something, but it's close enough. What's the thinnest neck you got? That's pretty useful. Definitely in. Accentuates the chin. And if there's any doubt, also that as in as possible. Okay, jewelry. He's not... I don't think he's a jewelry kind of a guy. None of these strike me. These strike me as poser Reginald, and I don't know that Reginald ever went through a poser stage. I'm not calling anybody with facial jewelry a poser, but this person right here in front of me, jewelry doesn't look right. We're just going perfectly smooth, like a baby. God, that's haunting. That one. We're moving further into leader territory there. God, this looks like he's crawled out of a grave. What's the whitest you got? It's pretty white. Is it whiter than that? I mean, I think that's just the lightest. No, I'm thinking no. Scars. No, he's a fresh-faced young man. He doesn't have any scars yet. Tattoos. Reginald. I don't recall Reginald ever having any tattoos. However, that one is adorable. I just want to take a look at this one real quick. I wish tattoos weren't so damn expensive. I've got a couple tattoos I would really like to have. I just need to have money. Just curious. Reginald's not going to have a tattoo. I just want to see what they are. Some of these are neat. Cheeks. What the hell? Just the normal. Okay. I think that's the face of one Reginald Dour. The early years. Let's go back to you know, something more along the lines of this is feeling more right to me. His legs are a little bit thicker than I would like, but his arms get thinner than I would like to make his legs. So I think we're going to have to settle for a middle ground. That's fine. Does the walk style feel right now? I think it does. That's a Reginald walk. This is too cool of a walk for Reginald. Reginald doesn't... I don't think he's really aware of how to move his shoulders like that during a walk. Nor does he care to, really, you know? Again, Reginald... There's no front with Reginald. Reginald just simply walks to get where he's going. Oh, I forgot about all this. Okay. We got reading to do. Reginald is no beast hunter. Don't even need to see it. You've worked the line of the toughest clubs and settled systems. Back then, you learned that most non-lethal confrontations can be solved one of two ways: a strong right hook or a more strongly secured door. Not thinking so, but maybe. Oh, you know what? I'm remembering now. Reginald is a culinary expert. Fallout 76, his whole build is built around culinary expertise. While the unrefined masses scarfed down chunks by the shipload, you catered to those of the more discerning palate. In your kitchen, countless alien species became true culinary masterpieces. Gastronomy, access to brand new worlds, means access to brand new ingredients, and there's almost no limit to the delicious foods and drinks a talented chef can prepare. Dueling, considered by many to be a lost art, close attacks with a melee weapon can often be deadlier than ranged combat when carried out by a skilled practitioner. Scavenging. There are those who can find just about anything, and their success is usually dependent on knowing how and where to look. I like the idea of this man coming up behind somebody and ruthlessly slitting their throat with a knife, you know? Quietly. Imagine you fall backwards mere moments from bleeding to death. You look up and this is the face you see. What a last thing to see, you know? What an experience to have. I'm thinking chef. I'm going to take a token gander at the rest of these. But combat medic is close to right, but not quite. Explorer I also don't hate, but I like the Ronin idea too. The one trepidation I have about picking chef for this is, if I recall, cooking is not all that important here. Also, am I peeking too much, MS? I didn't do an audio test before this, so if I'm peeking, tell me. If not, cool. I'm going into the red sometimes, but not like all the time, so it's probably fine. My old mic broke, so I'm on new mic today. My old mic I got like a lot of years out of, though. I think we're going chef. You know what? We could do Ronin and add chef skills along the line, as we could have the inception of Reginald's love of the culinary arts. And I think that might be the play. Number one, right? Yeah, okay. Masterless and unbound, you wandered the subtle systems as a blade for hire. To some, you were a simple mercenary. To others, a hero. And to a select few, a nightmare they could never wake from. Dueling again, stealth. For a combatant who values discretion above all else, the ability to approach a target while undetected and kill with a silenced weapon is as terrifying as it is effective. And scavenging. Okay, traits. Alien DNA. I mean, I wouldn't disagree. You're going to get ads in 10 seconds, and I'm sorry for it, but I can't stop it. It's inevitable. You volunteered for a controversial experiment that combines alien and human DNA. As a result, you start with increased health and oxygen, but healing and food items aren't as effective. I mean, that would be a poetic... That'd be very poetic for Reginald. Because of his alien DNA, the thing he loves, which is the culinary arts, isn't quite as effective for him, but he still studies it so that he can bless others with his talents. That's sweet. I like that tremendously. And it just works as an explanation for why Reginald is the way he is, you know? And dream home now. He's not rich. Empath. You are deeply connected to the feelings of others. Performing actions your companion likes will result in a temporary increase in combat effectiveness. But performing actions they don't like will have the precise opposite effect. Possibly. Possibly. Hero worship. You've earned the attention of an annoying, adoring fan who will show up randomly and jabber at you incessantly. On the plus side, he'll join your ship's crew, and give you gifts. Kid stuff. Your parents are alive and well, and you can visit them at their home. But you automatically send 2% of your credits home to them every week. I think Reginald's an orphan. I think it's a tragic story in the background of his life. But he's looked past it, you know? It makes his sweet nature seem even sweeter. Taskmaster. Occasionally, if you have crew trained in a certain ship system, that system will automatically repair itself to full health whenever it is damaged below 50%. However, all crew cost twice as much to hire. Okay, we'll definitely do an empath then. I didn't say that correctly, but it is what it is. None of the other ones of these are really screaming at me. Because the thing is, I feel like Reginald's happy to be alone, and he's happy to be with others. You know, the man's just happy. You can't bring him down. The idea of Reginald being a wanted man is very funny to me. I think we're doing it. I think Reginald's a wanted man. What did he do? Or what he's been blamed for? I don't know. But it's been something. And it's going to stick with him. Name character. Reginald. I forgot this controller has to be plugged in or I lose inputs constantly. The problem is my headphones are low on charge, so I'm going to have to keep like swapping back and forth. Such is life. It's okay. Reginald Dour. That's right, right? It looks right. Looks right. It's feeling right. I'm doing it.